You have the numbers for us, Brent. How bad was this bias? Go.
Well, think about it. 52 minutes since Friday devoted to the Indiana story. And meanwhile, you've got the Hillary Clinton story where we now have learned that she scrubbed her computers, making it impossible for investigators to find out what was going on with the Benghazi scandal. Here we go, one more time, the Obama administration tampering with evidence. How in the world was Indiana more important than this? Well, according to the media, it was. 52 minutes to one, 11 minutes to the other. But then look a little bit more deeply.
But hold on a second, Brent. Hold on a second. I think it was more important to the establishment media because it was their way of sliming Republicans in the forthcoming presidential election. If they can stick social causes onto social policy, onto the Republicans, they can divert attention away from the sad state of foreign policy and the economy, and thereby help the Democrats in 2016. I think the establishment media knew exactly what they were doing.
Yep, sir, you're absolutely right. This goes with the narrative of the far left, which is war on women, class warfare, war on gays, war against people who don't want guns, on and on it goes. This is the radical left in motion, and it is a distraction. You know, they're not talking about religious freedom. Where were they on the opposite end of the coin when the Obama administration said that Catholics had to abide by birth control policies that they find repugnant to their faith? Where were they on the religious freedom side of this? They've never been there. Isn't it interesting also Stuart, that you've got so many stories about the far left where they go after corporate America when it's the Koch brothers, because that's greedy, that's wrong, they've got their agenda. But now you have corporations supporting them, and you won't hear a peep.
You know, you and I have been talking about this for several years. And I remember some years ago saying, you know, maybe things are going to change. Maybe the establishment media will shift more towards the center and may see a little light of day. I think I was wrong. I don't see any shift at all. Do you?
No, there's so many examples of this. I mean, look at this story in itself. Tim Scott of Apple. I mean, they're all talking about him and the courageous stand that Apple has taken where they're saying that they're going to hold up, projects in Indiana. Now, wait a minute. Tim Scott and Apple are doing business in Saudi Arabia and in Uganda and in other countries where they kill gays. Where is the discussion of his utter hypocrisy?